Namaste. Welcome to Chettinad 𝗺𝗵𝗲 VIDYALAYAM. 𝗺𝗵𝗲, a name synonymous with comprehensive and holistic education, endeavors to educate individuals to become compassionate and responsible global citizens. The school strives to provide a safe, supportive, and culturally rich environment for holistic development that looks beyond academics in the everyday routine. Initiatives towards service learning and sustainable practices strengthen the belief of 𝗺𝗂𝗍𝗂 𝗃𝗃𝗃 or all are one. These initiatives focus on the impact of one's actions on the local and global communities. Being culturally rooted, 𝗺𝗵𝗲 inspires children to develop a pride in their culture, building a sense of oneness and belonging among them. Utsav is an annual event at 𝗺𝗵𝗲 that celebrates the wisdom of our culture through music, dance, games, and folklore. This year marks the 6th edition of this event, which thoughtfully explores the rich tapestry of Indian heritage through various projects and activities. It also provides a perfect platform to comprehend easily the role of our roots in propelling the present into the future. Eminent scholars, speakers, and artists join the festivities to share their knowledge and expertise in the field, conducting seminars and workshops to kindle the thought process of the younger generation. These experts help the audience connect with our roots and appreciate the depth of our heritage. This year too, Chettinad 𝗺𝗵𝗲 VIDYALAYAM celebrated Utsav in grandeur. The event was inaugurated by Srimati Geetha Muthiah, who graced us with a thought-provoking speech on the values of Indian culture and traditions, setting the perfect tone for this unforgettable experience.
Namaste, children. I'm really happy to be here in our 6th Utsav. It's been 6 years. It's truly a dream come true. I would like to start with a little story today. This is actually a famous story. Once there was a beggar in the side of the road. He was begging there for several years. He used to come there, almost 30 years. He used to sit on the side of the road and beg. And one day there was a man who crossed by and he asked him, "Can you spare some change? Can you help me?" And the man looks at the beggar in amusement and he says, "What is it that you're sitting on?" And the beggar is kind of irritated because all he wanted was a few rupees, right? And he said, "I'm sitting on an old trunk." He said, "What's inside the trunk?" And he said, "There's nothing and it's empty." He said, "And I've been sitting on it almost my whole life." He said, "Why don't you look what's inside?" At this point, the beggar's very angry. He said, "All I want is a few rupees," and he's going on asking me so many things. But the man insisted. He said, "Look inside what you're sitting on." So the beggar finally gave in and he said, "Okay, I will look inside what I'm sitting on." And he opens the trunk. To his surprise and his shock almost, he finds it's filled with gold, diamonds, emeralds, and several other precious stones.
The beggar had never looked inside. He always assumed it was empty. So he says, "There is nothing. It is empty."
What is that you can learn from this? That all of life treasures are within us. And sometimes we go around begging for few things, a little bit of change, when we are sitting on such a huge treasure. What is happening to the Indian civilization and knowledge systems and our heritage today? There is great wisdom from our Vedas
and from our spiritual literature like the Devaram, Thiruvasagam, Thirumandiram,
which is passed on from sages and saints, from our ancestors, from our great grandparents to us. But we are looking to other countries for validation, for approval. And we copy almost, we ape so many things, blindly sometimes, copying their lifestyle, their value system, their way of life. Adapting and learning from technology and other things is one thing, but copying the value system and way of life is a totally another story. How many of you know of intermittent fasting now, the word called? Quite a few of you. So intermittent fasting gained great traction in the world. What is intermittent fasting? You fast between each meal. So there could be a 16-hour gap between your last meal and the next meal, because it gives your body a chance to heal, to regenerate and rejuvenate. It reverses a lot of health conditions. So a lot of people has pumped in millions of dollars to study the benefits of this. And now even Indians are many Indians are accepting this. And all over the world in fact. But this has been part of our system for thousands and thousands of years. We eat after sunrise and eat before sunset. So this, and fasting. How many of you know of your grandparents or parents fasting during 𝗂𝗍𝘗 and different days? Yes, it has definitely a lot of religious and spiritual benefit and also health benefit. That's what the world is studying today. But we have been doing this for thousands of years. So this is something for all of us to think about. Several of our systems, our knowledge and wisdom is studied by several people all over the world. So this is what Vedic heritage is about. I would like to tell you one very interesting thing that happened in the recent past. How many of you, I'm sure, know about what is turmeric? Manjal. Yes? I don't think there'll be an Indian home without manjal in the house. Almost every food that we eat has turmeric, manjal. Right? It has several health benefits and value to it.
A few years ago, the University of Mississippi filed for a patent and actually got it for the use of turmeric powder as an oral and topical wound healing system. What would have been the impact of this patent? Awarding this patent would have meant exclusive rights to sell and distribute turmeric for healing purposes. Our turmeric product manufacturers would have suffered economically. A lot of proof had to be given from several languages to revoke this patent.
Now it is not patent with University of Mississippi. So it is very important for us as Indians to know our heritage. So Utsav was initiated to provide an immersive learning experience to ignite your interest on our culture, our heritage, the philosophy, culinary practices, daily routines, art and architecture. But it was also meant to be an enjoyable experience, a fun experience. So we also had distinguished experts from various fields coming to collaborate and enriching our experiences. So our aim is to deepen your connection with your cultural roots while you continue to strive to be successful global citizens and to be productive. So embrace this experience with an open mind. This is not a co-curricular activity, this is not an extracurricular activity, and you all know it's not graded. But this is to help you see the essence of our identity. So let's treasure and nurture our ancient roots and offer us strength and wisdom and a collective sense of belonging. So it's our responsibility to honor, preserve, and contribute to this legacy that in our own unique way. So I hope you all enjoy this process with an open mind, and you have the next 3 days are wonderful for you. Thank you.
Students embarked on a 3-day journey of exploration of arts and culture. Lecture demonstrations, live performances by various artists, and interactive sessions were the highlights of the enhancing experiences of these festivities. Parents were also invited to experience Utsav with their children and participate in some of the hands-on activities. The kitchen menu included traditional cuisine from different parts of India, complementing the feast to the eyes and ears offered by the various sessions. The festivities concluded with student reflections on the experiences of Utsav.